All right, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. If you can hear me, kindly signify in the comment section. Hello, Mr. Dare. All right, good evening, everyone. Mr. Larry, can you let me know if you can hear me? Hello, Mr. Larry. All right. Please let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? All right, I'm waiting to see your responses. Okay, I'm waiting to get your response. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. All right. So I would go on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. So my name is El Favor Chidima John, like Mr. Larry has said, and I'm a language coach. I am a digital marketer and the rest of them, all right? So I'm delighted. It's a privilege to come here to speak to you all. I'm really delighted. I'm humble. Thank you so much for this privilege to be here, Mr. Larry. I do not take this opportunity for granted. I do not take this opportunity to come and speak to others for granted. All right. Don't mind that I am. You see me in a car. Okay, I was not able to get home before the event, so I had to get somewhere and begin the show. All right, so we are going to be speaking on perspective strategy to increase your creativity. Perspective strategy to increase your creativity. Can somebody type that in the comment section? Can somebody type that in the comment section? Perspective strategy to increase your creativity. All right. So if you can see this, there are two words involved. There are two keywords here. We have perspective strategy and we have creativity. So it is perspective strategy to increase your creativity. Perspective strategy to increase your creativity. Now, why did he put your creativity? I mean, why did he put your creativity? Doesn't mean that everybody has is creative. Doesn't mean that everyone is creative. Yes. What if somebody is not creative? You may ask. What if somebody is not creative? Must why must there be a your? Because putting your there means everybody who can watch this or everyone who can view see the topic has is creative. That is what that is trying to say. Okay. Now we are going to begin from the fact. I am going to begin by laying emphasis that creativity is in everyone. Everyone is creative. Everyone is creative. Yeah, please don't mind the background sound. Like I said, don't mind. I'm close to a church. All right. Okay. So yeah. So why your creativity? Creativity because so your creativity because everyone on earth is creative. When God created man, God did not create any man to be just that way. God made us creative. Every human being on earth is creative. You watching me, you are creative. Everyone who can listen to this, you are creative, okay? So it is very important for you to understand, or for us to understand, that everyone is creative. When we understand that, that is going to help us. That is going to be the first step to work on. A person who does not know that he or she is creative cannot be able to apply strategies on increasing their creativity. Yes, their creativity. A person who does not know that he or she is creative cannot even think about um you know um increasing his or her cannot think of using strategies to increase his or her creativity. Okay, so before a person wears a clothes, there must be a material. All right, so before a person gets strategies, there must be a creativity. There must be creativity in that person. All right, there must be creativity in that person. Now, like I said earlier, everyone is creative. Everyone born of a woman is creative. Everyone on earth is creative. All right, so but the difference now, there are some differences. The difference now is that there are different types of creativity. Okay, there are different types of creativity. While some people are very creative, why, there are different kinds of creativity. Some people are more creative in some aspects. Some people are more creative in the digital world, while others are more creative in maybe the engineering world. Some are more creative in the digital world. Others could be more creative in, the music world. But something that is common, the very common thing is that one common thing is that everybody is creative. Yes, everybody is creative. You watching this, you're creative in your own way. Okay, so that is the first step for us to, that is the first foundation we need to lay. We need to work on this backdrop that everyone is creative. Yes, everyone is creative. Okay, somebody type that in the comment section. I am creative. I am creative. Okay, a lot of creativity abound in me. I am creative. Okay, now it takes you to understand that you are creative before you can begin anything, before you can think of getting strategies that can help increase your creativity. All right, so that being said, everyone is what? Everyone is creative. You are creative in your own way. Yes, you are creative in your own way. Okay, just like the way they say everyone is special. Yes, everyone is special in their own way. Everyone is unique. So our creativity is unique. Okay, our creativity could be, this is uniquely for this person. This is for me. This is my way, my kind of creativity. All right. So we are not uniformly creative. We are uniquely creative. Everybody has his or her own uniqueness. Okay, so if you are in the technology world and you're doing well, you are creative. You're creative in the tech world. Okay, so personally, I am a language coach and I am very creative in the language world. If you know me so well, if you know me, yeah, you're going to know that by the grace of God, I'm creative in what I do. As a language coach, I try to be creative in everything concerning what I stand for as a language consultant. By the way, yes, by the way, I run a language platform which is called the Language Arena. Okay, so that is where I display the creativity that God has given to me. That is where I show the world. I display, yes, the creativity that God has given to me. All right, so I just had to lay that principle. I just had to make that know. I had to lay that foundation so that we are going to understand, that we are going to know that everyone is creative. That is the bedrock of this topic. Now, perspective strategy. What does that mean? Perspective strategy. What does Can somebody add strategy to his creativity? I know that's what's running through your mind. How can I be strategic about my creativity? How can I increase my creativity with with perspective strategy? All right. Now, strategies are things that are laid out plans that that helps a lot. Strategies, by the time people begin things and they see that this thing is not working the way it should go, this thing is not really going the way I wanted it to go, they come back, they sit down and have a strategic meeting. They have a meeting that would help, that would make that thing work out. Okay,
So whenever strategy is involved, whatever strategy is involved, or whenever people want to include strategies in things, it is to improve that thing. Okay, so there are different strategies for different things. So for your creativity, there is a perspective strategy. All right. Now, having stated the fact that everyone is creative, having said that everyone is creative, how do you increase that perspective, your perspective strategy? How does your perspective strategy, how would your perspective strategy increase your creativity? All right. So now, many people have issues with their self-esteem. That is why I began with creativity, because some people think, oh, me, are you sure about what you're saying? I am not creative. What do you mean by being creative? I'm not creative, and the rest of that. There are people who can say that. Okay, that is why I started that, to make a point, to make people understand that everybody has a strategy. Everybody is creative. Okay, so everyone is creative. This person could be doing so well in his or her own field, but that doesn't mean that you're not creative. You get? Okay, so that is the main thing. All right. So now, you understanding that you're creative, you have to start something. You have to do something. You have to do something. Okay. So you are creative because you are a human. Yes. God did not create any of us and leave us that way. No. So you are creative. Now, as you are created, a creative being, one thing you would do that would help you is for you to begin um to show the world your creativity. Now, these are the strategies I'm beginning to talk about. You have to show your creativity. All right. What are you doing? Like, currently, what are you doing with what God has given to you? What are you doing with that creativity that has been placed upon you? What are you doing with it? The first thing to do is start. One of the strategies to increase your creativity is start. Yes, I said it. Start. It doesn't matter the stage you are. It doesn't matter yes, the stage you are. Okay, starting helps a lot, because when you start, you have kicked off from the inertia. Okay, for those who are in the science world, they will understand. I am only a language coach. Okay, so from the inertia, your creativity, now being a body. Okay, let's assume that we are in a lab, we are in a physics lab. So your creativity is the body at motion, at rest. Okay, so by the time you start, you're putting a kinetic energy on that body, which is your creativity. So that kinetic energy helps your creativity to become to yes to how do I put it now, to get on motion. So when you start, it helps your creativity to set on motion. So start. Yes, it doesn't matter the stage you are. Really, it doesn't matter the stage you are. Now, let me tell you one thing. It is not wrong for you to start. Okay, what is wrong for you to do is for you to sit down and waiting for the day everything you ever thought of would be there and ready for you. No, life does not work that way. Okay, so it's better for you to start. Starting helps a lot. Starting sets your creativity. Starting helps you a lot to boost you. Okay, so start. Now, when you start, you don't have to remain small. Okay, you can start small, but you don't have to remain small. Start small, but do not remain small. When you start, you work on yourself. When you start, after you start, you work on yourself. Put that work in you. Do that work. So you can learn on the job. You can learn on the process. You can learn on the job. My dear people, I can tell you that there are a number of jobs I've taken. Like, people know me. There are a number of jobs I've taken that sometimes I may not really have an idea on it. But because I understand that it is very important for us to start. It is very important, because I understand that you can learn on a job. Okay, so I pick up that job, I pick up that challenge, and I do it. And people are like, "Wow, Jimmy, you've never done this before." Like, people are like, "Are you sure you've never done this before?" And I'm like, "This is my first time of doing it." Many people may not believe you, but then that is it. That's because I've been able to understand that one strategy to increasing my creativity is starting. All right. So I've mentioned one is starting. So start. Start first. It doesn't matter. Um, it doesn't matter your level. Just start. So long as, even if you don't have an idea on something, there are so many things people can do now. There are so many things you can lay your hands on. Just start. You can start without knowing anything, but the only thing is that you shouldn't just be stagnant. Once you start, you have to put a lot of speed. I mean, you have to put a lot of speed into what you're doing. Okay, so you work on the process. That will help your creativity. So your creativity should not just be there dormant. Your creativity should not just be there. Your creativity should be, your creativity should be on motion. So it should keep moving. It should keep moving. That creativity should keep moving. Okay. So by the time you start, before you know, consistency is the game of it. Okay. So I've mentioned the first one, starting. Starting is a strategy to increase your creativity. Can somebody type that in the comment section? Starting is a strategy to increase your creativity, because when your creativity lies dormant, nothing would happen. I'm telling you, by the time a body is kept so at rest, it stays there for as long as only God know when. Okay, so we can see the okay, let me use this analogy. We can see the man at the pool of Bethsaida. He was there for 38 years. Now it was Jesus that came to help him. Jesus helped him. He in fact, Jesus was a strategy to increase his creativity. Of course, he was born with legs. Okay, he was born with legs, but the legs were not functional. He had not used them to walk. He had not started using them to walk. So the legs were just there, but the legs were at rest. But when Jesus came, Jesus put him in the pool, and Jesus healed him. So he became better. He could walk. All right. So that is it. You have to start. Start, start, start. That man at the pool of Bethsaida, he was at a state of rest before Jesus came. But when Jesus came, Jesus put him on a state of motion. Jesus was the strategy he needed to increase his creativity. All right. Now start. That being said, after you start, consistency. Not just in fact, just put it strategic consistency. Strategic consistency. All right. Are we following? Are we following? Are we following? All right. Let me know in the comment section. Are we following? All right. So yeah, we have strategic consistency. By the time you lay your hand on something, by the time you begin to work on your creativity that God has given you, by the time you begin to work on it, you should be strategically consistent. Okay, what is consistency? Consistency is the art of showing up. Showing up. It may not necessarily be every day, but it could be at a particular time, a particular, you know, according to your plan. All right. So the act of showing up, when you keep showing up, you're showing up every day. People keep seeing you. You're showing up. All right. Consistency is a strategy to increase your creativity. Now, by the time you start, you are okay. A lot of people may not know what you do. Do you know up to now? Like by the grace of God, I'm one of the I'm one of the I'm a very known language coach in Abuja. In fact, in Nigeria, I'm a known language coach. Okay, but there are still some people who do not know me, who do not know what I do. Yes, because people are busy. So, but consistency over the years, consistency has been key for me. Okay, I'm using myself as an example right now because I am a person who started from scratch. Yes, I started from scratch. I started from not believing in myself. In fact, at the point I felt I couldn't do anything. At the point I felt like God didn't create me with any gift. Oh, yes, I'm being real here right now because I understand how it's like. Because I was not a person who liked business. I didn't like business for anything because I didn't like the fact that I would be pricing with people, transacting with people. I am kind of a quiet person, yes. So I didn't like the idea of I will be pricing with people, I'll be talking with people and the rest of that. So I felt that it seems I don't think I have this thing in me. I mean, I see people. In fact, my younger sister is very good in business. She knows how to transact with people, talk with people, take money from them, interact with them. And I was like, God, are you sure I can do this? Okay, I was like, are you sure? I was not, I did not believe in myself. I was the person who started from, I started from the scratch. Okay, so when I tell you my story, when I say my story, is something that is very real. Okay, so but with time, I started showing up. I studied foreign language and translation studies in the university. So I did French, Spanish, and German. All right. So at the point, I was so worried. I was like, what would I do? How would I start? Starting is an issue. At, because of the whole big things we have in our head, we want to start as a very big person. But listening to so many people, and I just reasoned. I said, why don't I just start? And I started. In fact, I started with free classes. I taught people from free. That's some years back. I taught them free, taught them French, the French language for free. Then before I started with Speak French with Favor. And that was that I taught them. Before our people got to know me. People were getting to know me. Before Speak French with Favor became the language arena. All right. So the language arena started. It is a movement. It is, the creativity in me has started. All right. So now, is it just to start something? No. If the Bible says, which man would want to start an event and will not plan it? Which man would want to start an event and would want to build a house rather, but will not plan it? No, that man is of all men most stupid. Really? You cannot start something without having plans. Like, you cannot, it's not just to start. Okay, like I said, it's okay to start, but when you start, you have to work. I mentioned this. You have to work on yourself, work on the job. All right. So it's not just about yes, I registered the company, the business name, and so what else would I have done? I kept showing up. I kept showing up. I kept showing up. I kept showing up. Every day I talk about how this language has helped people. I talk about how learning languages has helped different people. I speak about intermarriage, how people fell in love and they had to marry from different tribe. Why it's good to learn different language. And people kept seeing. I kept showing up. And that act of showing up, that act of consistency, it helps you to create an image. It gives people an image of you. It's your responsibility to give people a perception of yourself. Yes, I can say that again. It is your duty to give people a perception of how they see you. The way people see you is how you want them to see you. Do you know that? Do you know that I could come here to want to appear like a very, rich person? I could come here and want to, make you look at me as a person who is poor. I could come here and make you want to look at me like a person who is intelligent. I could come here and make you look at me like a person who is foolish. It depends on what your motive. Okay, so you can give people perception. You can give people perception about you. Yes, you can give people what you want them to think about you. So by the time you keep showing up, consistency, especially using the social medias and other platforms, when you keep showing up, you are registering your presence in the minds of people. Hey, my dear people, let me shock you now. Let me just tell you something. You see those your family and friends, those people who never comment on your post. There are people that they have never commented on your post. True or false? They have never commented on your post. Never. You see those people? Hey, they are watching you. I'm telling you, like, they are really watching you, waiting for the sons of God to manifest. Like, they are really watching you. They are really watching you. Sorry. They are really watching you. Those people who, some of them, you even complain, this person has never liked my post before. Hey, those people are watching you. They are really watching you. Okay, so you see, things like this, you just have to keep showing up. Sorry, I'm sweating because the car is locked and it's not on. All right, there. All right. So you just have to keep showing up. You are marking your presence. You are making people to know that you exist. You're making people to have a perception about you. Do you know that when you keep showing up, one day something will come up? Maybe you're a social media manager, or maybe you're a public speaker, or maybe you are, I don't know, maybe you are something that, let's say a social media manager, or maybe you sell things. Okay, by the time you keep showing up, one day something would arise. A person may have a need, and the person may think about where to get it. And it will occur to the mind, to the person that, are you sure that this person does not sell this thing? Are you sure? Okay, it will just occur to the mind. Have you forgotten that this person always posts this thing on the social media? So you have given that person that perception. And my dear, never underestimate the power of the mind. You see, there are things we do not pay attention to, but all of a sudden your mind, your brain has captured it. Your brain has captured it. Okay, now there are times where we go to a place and maybe we are busy. There's a music playing there, maybe a music we may not have really paid attention to. Do you know that your brain is your mind is listening to that? Your mind can understand what is happening. By the time you go somewhere, you will just hear a soundtrack in your head. You be like, where is this man coming from? You will not remember that it was somewhere you heard that tune somewhere. The mind, it knows how to store things. So by the time you keep showing up, people are watching you, people are seeing you. You are building perception in the mind of people. Now, when people know who you are, it helps you. Now, there are so many things in the sales process, in the sales journey of people. We have the KLT. So people would have to know you, like you, and trust you. So you have achieved the aim of the K. People are getting to know you. By the time they get to know you, they would eventually get to like you, because definitely you would be doing things that are worthy of, um of love. Okay, so people get to know you, and people can only patronize you when they know you. How many people know you? How many people know what you do? All right, so if you've not been consistent in what you do, this is a challenge, this is a exhortation, a motivation for you to get better, for you to make people know what you do. Carry your matter on your head, carry your creativity on your head, like Brazilian wool, or like gala self. We can say gala because every time people who work gala, they carry gala on their head. Buy your gala, buy your gala, and you see them, they sell because you see them. Do you know that there are times when you've bought pure water, because not because you needed it, but because they were always coming, to your car, always coming, passing you. Buy your pure water, or okay, let's say something like, okay, gala, buy your Nakasera, buy your Mirinda. So do you know that sometimes we do not buy these things because we need them? Okay, so sometimes we do not buy this thing because we need them. Okay, it's getting dark already. So okay, so sometimes we do not buy these things because we need them, but we buy them because these people keep showing on our faces. They keep showing on our faces. Okay, reminds me of Facebook ad. Do you know there are people on your Facebook you see every day? They are showing, this is monitoring my life. You be like, oh my god, they are coming to your faces every day. Do you know that is a strategy by Mark Zuckerberg to make people buy from you. It's called retargeting. Yes, in Facebook ad, it's called retargeting. Yes. So this is something to make people know you. Okay, make people get to know you. So by the time you keep seeing me on your Facebook every day, I keep appearing, telling you, come and buy the, those attractive videos they do. All right. So sometimes we buy things because we see them, they are in our face. When you see a person that wants you to buy gala, my dear brother, you buy you. I'm telling you, you will buy gala by force. They will pass the left part of the window, let's say, of your, look and say, buy gala, buy gala. You do as if you don't hear them. The next time you're seeing them at the other part, buy gala, buy gala. The next time they're coming to the front of your car, buy gala, buy gala. I mean, so that is it. So they keep showing up. They keep showing up every day. They keep showing up. Okay, so being consistent helps you. Okay, this is 6:55 already, and I'll be rounding up right now. Thirdly, we have growth. All right, growth. Now, when you have started, when you you are deliberate about increasing your creativity, one strategy you can use is the growth process. Be intentional about your growth. Be intentional about your growth. People of God, I mean, people who can watch this, if you can see me right now, I would like to tell you or let you know that one thing that has helped me in life. Oh my God, since you can't see my face again, can you see my face? It's already getting dark here. All right. So let me try to on the. Okay. So, no. I think I have to move to the back. Sorry about that. Just give me a little time. I want you all to see my face. All right. So can you see me? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? All right. So one thing that has helped me, one thing that has really helped me in my journey to success, to in my journey to increase my creativity, is my intentionality about growth. Growth. I am so intentional about looking for things that could help me grow. I'm very intentional about that, and that has as it has helped me. It has really helped me. People do not believe, but you know when I tell people, when people be like, when did you start the language arena? I tell them and they are shocked. They are just surprised. They're like, are you sure you're not lying to us or something? No. God's hands has been in my business, that is the language arena. And also I have been deliberate about my growth. Okay. There are so many ways to grow. I'll be stating them right now because time is almost up. I'll be stating them right now. All right. There are so many ways to grow. Number one, the first way to grow is by being intentional about the network you keep, the kind of people you keep. I mean, you want to be great in life and you're following people who the only thing they want to do is to, they don't really have so much, they don't really have a goal in life. I mean, you cannot want to be great in life and your role model will be somebody that does not even, that is not responsible. No, it does not happen that way. So you have to get friends, people who can push you to grow, people who can help you increase your creativity. All right. So getting a good network of friends, a quality network of friends, is a perspective strategy in increasing your creativity. So getting a good network of friends. If you want to grow, you have to get people who also want to grow. Really, if I tell you my friends, I really have a network of friends that whether I like it or not, they keep me on my toes to grow. Most of you know Rose Jonathan. Okay, she'll be speaking tomorrow. Africa Premier Head Corrector. Yes, she's my friend. I mean, this is somebody who keeps me on my feet. She wants to do exploits. She wants to do a lot. She reads, she goes for courses, she does so many things. Having that kind of friend, I can't sleep. I can't be there watching her doing all those things. No, they inspire me. She inspires me. All right. She tells me about events. We volunteer together. We do things together. So getting good network of friends matters a lot. Some of you should know King of Public Speaking, Uzochuki Emmanuel. He's my friend too. He's a friend, and these are people that help me. They push me towards becoming better. They help me becoming they push me on the journey of growth. Okay. So your network matters a lot. Now, how do you get this kind of people? You get them mainly. Okay. Just the next thing I'm going to be saying is how you can get this kind of people, is how you can get people of that level. Okay. So just hold on. All right. I would link that later. So number two, pay for courses. Pay for courses. So don't always go for free classes, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you for the sake of growth. Yes, free classes are good. Wow, wonderful. You get to learn free. But too much free things, they purge belle. That is how they say it. Okay, so I am not condemning free things. So yeah, there are so many free good classes, but pay for courses. Pay for courses. Pay for courses. Number one reason is this: when you pay for a course, you get access to your trainer. I'm telling you, people who run courses, people, in fact, me as a person, people who pay for my courses, I take good care of them. I mean, I answer their questions. Some of my students, they ask me questions not related to languages. I answer them because, man, they're paying me. And I have to give them that accolade, you know? So pay for courses. When you have to pay for courses to improve yourself. When you pay for a course, um you would be forced to learn. You'll be forced to learn. Like just last week or this week, okay, this week, yeah. I paid for a course in 5 figures. I mean, when people say that they pay for courses in 5 figures, 6 figures, then that's long time ago. I used to be like, are you sure? Why will I bring out my money and pay for a course? But it's very funny that right now, if I see a course I like as an amount, I go for it because I know the power of courses. I know the power of taking amazing courses. Okay, they help us. They really help us a lot. They really help us a lot. They help us grow. They help us grow. Okay, so by the time you pay for that course, sometimes yourself may not even allow you to dull. I mean, yourself, you will not even want to misbehave, or you will not even want to, not learn, or not learn after paying money. Like me, this course I just registered for now, the way I'm going to follow up, hey, because of the sacrifice I made. You have to pay a sacrifice. You have to pay a sacrifice. That's, you have to pay. By the time you pay, you would enjoy the course. By the time you pay, you would enjoy, you would be deliberate about learning. Look at free classes now. Look at them. You see people, you have over 200 people in class and nobody would be responding. But when you pay money, you'll be actively involved. You'll be actively involved. Now, that helps you to learn. That helps you to grow. You get access. Paying for courses gives you access to the trainer. It gives you access. And now, number two, there are people you cannot find in free classes. There are people you cannot find in free classes. Some people will never take free classes, so they are looking for quality. So it's in going for all these kind of things that you begin to get your network. There are friends I've met in paid networks, that is in paid groups, and it has been amazing. It has been amazing. There are people you will not find in free groups. Write this down. Like, there are people you will not find in free groups. If you want a network of value, pay for courses, go there. You people who paid with you, you network with them, and that is how your network keeps growing. Your network affects you a lot. I said I was going to come to this. All right. So your network affects you a lot. You have to be with people who inspire you to do better, who inspire your creativity, who it's not a competition, right? No, not a competition at all. Okay, but it is a checkpoint. It keeps you in check. Wow, you see your friend is your friend just inspires you. This person just makes you want to do better. This person just makes you want to do so better that you're just inspired by everything they do. So even you also inspire them. It's vice versa. Okay, it's vice versa. Okay, so that is it. So be deliberate, be intentional about your growth. Be intentional about your growth. If you want to be successful in life, your company must change. Okay, there's this saying that says if you want to be a millionaire, if there are 7 millionaires or so, and that's how they say it. If there are 7 millionaires, if your friends if you have 7 friends and they're all millionaires, very soon you would be the 8th millionaire. So your network is a strategy. Increasing your network is a perspective strategy to increase your creativity. Come on, wake up. Your creativity is not just going to stay there. Your creativity must be put to work. You must work on the job. After you have begun work, you have to work on that job, work on it. Now, okay, add value to yourself. Okay, another one is value. Okay, we have started the value points. Yeah, in fact, when you intentionally grow, you are adding value to yourself. So you can either put that as, okay, you can make this topic, you can put it as adding value to yourself. Adding value to yourself is a perspective strategy to increasing your creativity. Value. People are looking for value. I get to see a lot of people say there's no money anywhere. My dear, there are people looking for who to pay money. I'm telling you, but they've not given you their money because they have not seen value in you. That's the truth. By the time you equip yourself with value, hey, by the time people know that everything written about you is value, they will cherish it and they won't take it for granted. And by the time you open your mouth to tell a person, okay, this is how much I charge, they will believe. Yes, yes, they would believe you. Do you know I've ever charged a person 250,000 for personal language coaching? And yes, this kind of people, they don't question what you're doing. They don't question it at all. They just bring out the money and pay you because you have value. You are a person of value. When you give value to people, they don't find it hard to pay you. Okay, so you have to be a person of value for you to get to that point. You have to be a person of value. So that is it. Adding value to yourself is a way to increase your creativity. When you add value to yourself, you are increasing your creativity. It's really a point. It's a point. You can increase your creativity by that. Adding value to yourself. Okay, because of time, we are almost done. All right, so that's it. Increasing value on yourself. Be intentional about your growth. So that about that. That is that about that. I'm already late. My time is up already. Okay, my time is up already. So if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section. You can drop them in the comment section, or you can ask me on my social media handles. I am El Favor Chidima John on Instagram. I'm El Favor Chidima John on Facebook, on LinkedIn, yes, and also where again? Yeah, okay. These are the main places I function. Okay, all right. So late for another function, so I think we'll be running up here. If you have any question, you can just ask. You could just send me a message and ask that question. Okay. Hello, Mr. Larry, are you there? Hello, Mr. Larry. Hello, I
Hello,
can't see you. Can you turn on your camera? Your hello, sir. Your camera is off.
hello,
Yes, it's off. Hello.
hello.
Hello, Mr. Larry.
Yes, I can see you.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me? Hello, I can hear you.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
yes. Good
Hello.
evening. Thank you very much. Hello, can you hear
Mr.
me?
Larry.
Yes, yes, I can.
Oh, can you hear
Hello,
me?
can you hear me? Yes,
Can you hear me?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right,
Good
sir.
evening.
All
Thank
right,
you
sir.
very
Okay,
much.
I would have to catch up with um another function. Can they add me, or
All
you
right.
can? I've told them my Instagram handle, Favor Chidima
Okay,
John on Instagram, on Facebook, anywhere you see me. Okay.
okay.
All right, sir. Am I
Yes,
free to leave now?
yes, ma'am.
Sorry,
You
I
can.
can't really hear you. I can't really hear you. I
You
can't hear
can leave
you.
now. You can leave. You can leave now.
Hello.
Hello, you can go now.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I think I'll be leaving right now. I'll be leaving right now for another
All right.
function. I hope you learned one or two things. Okay. I hope you
Yes,
learned
ma'am.
one or two things. I'm really sorry I can't take questions right now. But if you have a question, do send it to me at
Wow, wonderful day.